Let's begin. This is Lucille Lawson, attorney of law, acting as both the primary witness and negotiator in the case of the Horrid Swarm versus Williams.
I usually go by my first name, Kath'thodius. You can call me Kathy.
Of course. Firstly, do you both parties agree to the terms of this mediation as described in our previous conversations?
I still don't see why we can't just take this to whatever the demon version of court is.
No!
The High One does not like to be bothered with senseless matters.
Yeah, you're right, but how do you know that?
I am a lawyer. I know a plethora of things regarding the law, because it's my career.
Fair enough.
Well, what's the point of having a judge then? I mean, do we take this to, small claims court or something?
Do you believe there's a small claims court in hell?
Yes?
Well, there's not.
Okay, then I guess we just settle here.
I am glad that we reached an arrangement. Let's continue. I think we should begin establishing a timeline of events. How about you share your version with us, Miss Horrid Swarm?
Yeah, so exactly 3 months and 9 days ago, the defendant and I...
You can't call them the defendant. You aren't a lawyer in this case. I know this because I study law. It's my job.
Whatever. Anyways, if I can continue. 3 months and 9 days ago, Jess and I met to make a deal. I had previously made a soul pact with a man named Kath'thodius, giving him political power over his home country of Thalonia, no relation, in exchange for his soul when he died. Since then, he just hasn't died. I suspect alchemy is at play. Since I can't kill as anyone myself...
Of course, demon law.
I made a deal with Jess here to kill Thalonius for me, in exchange for, and I quote, the ability to shoot fire out of her hands. I promised Jess the left hand up front and the right hand upon completion.
Wait, Miss Williams, you could have requested any power in the known universe, and you choose... weak pyromancy?
I just want to shoot fire out of my hands. And it's extra bad, because Kathy knows I'm right-handed, so the left hand is basically useless. I mean, it's my non-dominant hand, right? So I'm out of practice with it. I tried to use it to caramelize onions the other day, and I only got about 2/3 of the way through before I burned them. Do you know how long it takes to caramelize onions? What a waste of time.
That does sound like quite the challenge. Continue, Miss Horrid Swarm.
Sure. So, Jess's deal basically said that in exchange for the fire hands, I'd give her Kev's location and identity. The contract gave her 3 months to complete the task. Simple, right? I was even willing to throw in some murder tips to make things easier. So imagine my surprise when, on the last day of the 3rd month, Jess comes to me with the wrong soul. I can't do anything with that. In fact, it gives me more work, because now I'm responsible for escorting that soul to the scales to be measured. And if it turns out they're some kind of uninvolved good person or whatever, I have to explain to the High One why I'm bringing down souls that I have no legal claim to. Total bureaucratic nightmare, tons of paperwork. Anyways, that's why I'm suing. Jess killed the wrong person, and so didn't hold up her end of the contract.
Excuse me? That's not at all what happened.
All right, thank you for your insight, Miss the Horrid. So what is your version of the events, Miss Williams?
Well, it's pretty similar, except I obviously didn't know that the target was Kath'thodius until now. I thought I would just magically know the target, axe the guy, and then finally be able to caramelize my damn onions. Instead, I got nothing, not even a hunch. So when the 3 months ran out, what was I supposed to do but just trust my gut and kill somebody? I tried my best, but Kathy didn't fulfill her end of the contract, hence my countersuit.
I did tell you.
You did not.
Through dreams.
Those weird dreams of countless eyes staring at me? The sundial and hourglass? The beach made out of broken glass? That was you? How was I supposed to figure out it was Kevin through that? Why not just show me his face or something?
Are you kidding me? How could you not get it? It's so obvious. The eyes were because Kevin has spies everywhere. The sundial showed his exact location if you calculate the precise angle of the sun's shadow. The hourglass was just telling you to hurry up, because by that point it had already been 2.5 months. And the beach was a suggestion on how to kill him. Poison his drink, and then dump his body in the ocean. How much clearer could I be?
Yeah, like I said, I had nothing to work with. I guessed on Tim. He seemed like the kind of person someone would want to assassinate. Hated that guy. He used to steal lunch from the fridge. One time he cooked Italian fish in the microwave. So don't worry about having trouble with him being a good person. You're fine.
I see the problem.
Yeah, with the fish, it smelled awful.
No, with the contract. What we have here is a simple case of mutual failure to communicate.
Mutual?
Yes. Neither of you have made your expectations clear, so both of you are equally responsible for the resulting murder mix-up. In order to sort this out, you should both first agree on a series of events that acknowledge what each of you did from an objective lens. Miss Williams, you should formally confess that you made a good faith attempt to kill your target, as you understood it, which shows you attempted to maintain your end of the deal.
Confess?
Did I say confess? I meant certify, my mistake. And Miss Horrid Swarm, you should put in writing that the dreams you gave to Miss Williams, along with exactly what you meant to convey with them, to establish that you attempted to maintain your half. This formally absolves you both of blame for the violation of the contract. Then the two of you can either walk away from Kath'thodius altogether, or renegotiate a new contract in more certain terms.
Sounds good to me.
Fine.
I'll give the two of you the afternoon to think about it, and we can finish up signing tomorrow. The negotiations are proceeding well, and we should be finished by tomorrow afternoon. All evidence has been gathered in accordance with common law and will be documented accordingly. Both parties have agreed to a mutual confirmation of the events as described in the previous session. I've done my job, the rest is in the court's hands.
Hey, Jess, wait up.
What?
Does something seem fishy to you?
You mean like Tim with the microwave?
No, I mean like with the lawyer. Lucille Lawson.
What do you mean?
Well, they claim to be an expert in the Demon Codex, and they do seem to know the books pretty well. But I've never heard of a dispute over a fiendish contract being settled with something mutual. It just ain't right. There's always a winner and loser in fiend law. Not to mention, I've never met a human lawyer with any sort of codex specialization.
I guess. And I may not know much about demon law, but I've never heard of an out-of-court settlement needing both parties to sign that they tried their best to kill somebody. I guess it does seem a little bizarre. But their reviews online were so good, 4.9 stars on ratemylawyer.com. That's gotta count for something, right?
As a matter of fact, it does not. Oh, they're coming back. This way.
Oh, I left this running. Are we ready to return to business?
Almost.
We should all go through the new terms once more. I have formally written up our arrangement on this contractual packet. I have listed each of your failed and successful attempts at murder with the designated area for signage on each.
This is like the first 5 pages.
Of a 7-page document.
There were lots of disagreements on events, and the use of dreams required excessive explanation. The second to last page lists the retraction of former terms such as non-dominant firehand and past, present, or future attempts to end the life of Kath'thodius. The final page dictates the possible terms for the new contract negotiations.
It's 1 sentence.
Check back later with a smiley face?
Do the two of you require a pen?
Yeah, we just have some questions about how this contract will work before we agree to anything.
Yeah. For one thing, what kind of paper is this? It's like laminated.
I laminated it.
Well, it's not actually laminated. It doesn't like wobble.
It's specially laminated with lamb's blood, as is standard in the Demon Codex practices.
Yeah, speaking of which, how the hells are you an expert in the Demon Codex?
Prodigious studying? Would you like to see my JD?
You can get a JD in fiend law?
Yes, Juris Demonis.
Okay, but as far as I know, a human has never passed the Evil Bar exam. Preparing for it takes 666 years.
As I said, prodigious studying. Also, every bar exam is evil. Can we move on? I wrote out the mutual agreement formally. Using your accounts of what happened, all the two of you have to do is sign.
I don't think so. Well, not yet at least. Something's fishy here, and it's not Tim's microwave monstrosity.
Yeah. Like, wait a minute. Juris Demonis? I've never heard of a human law school that awards an evil JD. I thought you could only get those in hell.
And you're so defensive about your qualifications or whatever. You never mentioned where you actually got your degree. But why would a human lawyer get a degree in hell?
You wanted us to walk away from Kath'thodius. You said so yourself. That we could decide to walk away after this is settled.
Or that you could write a new contract.
And all those reviews I saw from you on ratemylawyer.com? I thought it was hyperbole when everyone said how much of a savior and avenging angel you were in your cases. Were they...
And even yesterday, when you were outlining the terms of our agreement, you said confess, not certify. If you're such an incredible lawyer, why would you even be thinking about a confession in a settlement case? Slips like that don't happen unless you're already thinking about it.
And I bet Lawson isn't even your real name. I mean, what kind of lawyer has the word law in their name?
Okay, you caught me. I'm an angel. My real name is Lucille. Technically, I am the guardian angel of Kath'thodius. I was trying to get your confession of sinful and murderous intent on paper. Though, honestly, I hate him. You were completely right. He does use alchemy. He's been alive for so darn long. And I can't get a new assignment until he's dead. All I get to do is watch his political machinations. Did you know that he actually changed the name of the country to be named after him?
I thought they were no relation.
He changed people's memories too. Anyways, he's so dull. And also kind of evil. I would have petitioned for a new human, but then I would have to go through the High One. And you know the High One does not like to be bothered with senseless matters.
That is very true. But then, why would you try to stop us? Wouldn't it be better for you if we succeeded?
I mean, technically yes, but as his angel, I am obligated to make a good faith effort, quite literally, to keep him alive. Unfortunately. I do, however, take Sabbath off, just for reference.
Which Sabbath?
Both of them. I work Monday to Friday, just like a human.
Oh, cool. So I just axe the guy on Saturday, I get fire for my right hand, and we can call it even.
Oh, fuck! Is that thing still on?